Hi, my name is Evan Zislis. I'm a professional organizer and a life strategies consultant based out of Aspen, Colorado. I'm also the author of the Amazon bestseller, ClutterFree Revolution, Simplify Your Stuff, Organize Your Life, and Save the World, as well as the new ebook, Aphrodisiac, Clearing the Cluttered Path to Epic Love, Great Sex, and Relationships That Last. It's still just a free PDF available on my website at ClutterFreeRevolution.com. I'm here to give you another quick tip to jumpstart your new year, and today we're going to be talking about something that's a little controversial because this is about another book, and it's a book that is prolific and is doing it's killing it, actually. It's been a New York Times #1 bestseller since it was released, and that book, you may even know it, is called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by a phenomenal global icon named Marie Kondo. And she is a household sensation. She's a media darling. She's been on every talk show. Everybody loves her. But I've got a real beef with her book, and I'll tell you why. Her method asks people to hold something in their hand and ask it if it brings them joy. And if it brings them joy, that's kind of her filter for deciding whether or not it stays or goes. Now, that's great, and I'm all about joy, and I think that has been liberating for millions of people. She's sold over 3 million books, and people just absolutely love her method, and they're really getting phenomenal results as a result of it. However, there's a difference between my book, which is ClutterFree Revolution, and her book, and the fundamental difference is I'm not about tidying up. I'm about saving the world. Now, it's great for us to experience joy in our lives, and the things that we have in our possession, in our homes, in our households, should bring us joy. But I don't think that that's the end-all, be-all for what we maintain. The reason why my book is called ClutterFree Revolution, Simplify Your Stuff, Organize Your Life, and Save the World, is because I am really about saving the world. I think there's more to our purpose on this planet than just experiencing this egocentric sensation of joy. I think that there's a responsibility that we have as members of the human race to be stewards of this planet and one another. And I don't think that comes across in her message strongly enough. I think that my book is really about trying to rally Americans, especially this Walmart, all-you-can-eat, supersize me mentality is really just become so toxic. And what we've done is we've abandoned this notion of abundance in exchange for excess. Somehow the value that we get for things just exponentially has increased when we have so much more than what we really need. Now, to me, abundance, and I'll talk about this in another video, abundance implies gratitude around what you need when you need it. And excess is really just so much more than what we need that it becomes just stuff everywhere. It's all around us, and it really becomes toxic to people. It just living in that kind of an environment is not good for us. It doesn't enable us to, live the lives that we really want to live. It's just an encumbrance, and those things become a liability. So I really want people to explore the notion of does this bring me joy? If that really does serve enough to help people filter what they hold on to and what they get rid of. And when they get rid of those things that they don't need any longer, are they getting rid of those things in a responsible way such that people who really do need those things have access to that stuff affordably or for free? So there needs to be this philanthropic push when people are getting rid of things that they really consider who could benefit from this item. And that might help sway them. I kind of like this, but I know that somebody else probably needs it more than I do. And I would probably feel better about myself if I passed this along. And now we've all got this abundance, and I'm sharing this abundance and getting these things that I don't need out of my space at the same time. So it's just something that I just want to throw out there. No disrespect to Marie Kondo. She's absolutely killing it, and I would love to catch up with her someday. But again, ClutterFree Revolution, Simplify Your Stuff, Organize Your Life, and Save the World, is a conscious consumer guide. It does help you to simplify. It does help you to get organized in all of your spaces using a very simple 3-step method designed that is absolutely universal. Anybody could take these 3 steps and apply it to absolutely any space, anywhere in the world, 200 years ago or 200 years from now. It's absolutely universal. More importantly, this book really is about having a better sense of where do these things come from that we're purchasing in the first place, what went into their manufacturing, what kinds of toxic chemicals went into their production, what kinds of slave wage conditions did some Malaysian teenager have to endure in order for you to get these things at a super discounted rate from Walmart. I mean, we need to be more conscientious about what we need, where those things come from, and I just don't know that her book hits home hard enough about that. That's why it's a revolution. It needs to be a movement. There's nobody coming to rescue us. We've got to do it ourselves. It starts with us. What we do matters. And again, it starts with what we do in our own homes with our own families. So that's just my little rant about joy. Joy and abundance to all of you. This was just a quick tip to jumpstart your new year. Again, the name is ClutterFreeRevolution.com, and I look forward to the next video. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye.